Hello viewers, and welcome back to Duskers. Space adventures in trash gathering. It's more fun than that than I just made it sound. Alright, we are out of fuel. Out of propulsion fuel. We are not out of jump fuel, and I feel that jumping time is now. Jumping time is here again. So, we could jump over here. What's happening over here? We've got a bunch of ships and stuff. I mean, this doesn't look great for us, especially since we can't actually employ a quarantine bypass since we only have one ship upgrade slot and it's locked. But our other option is jump 2J fuel back to N and then jump from there. Let's just keep going in this direction. So we're down to 2 drones. Things are not great. There's no Stargate. And there's nothing in range. This could be bad. Let's hope we find some jump fuel. I don't particularly want to, yeah, what are we going to do here? So I have 7 fuel. We can move out to the scaler. I guess we're moving out to the scaler no matter what, so let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna board this one. Let's figure out drone config. Okay, let's, first of all, let's see here. This sucks. This is pretty bad. Well, I definitely want to take the motion sensor. I think I actually would rather use the trap than the turret. If I'm going to only have one thing that allows me to kill enemies, I think I'd rather have it be the trap. The turret exposes the drone to some dangers. Okay, so we need to get a couple more scrap together. I think we can afford to just scrap this. We can make generators, we have an extra generator, and so on. So let's fix this. I keep doing that. Okay, so we need to get, I'd like to get 3 more scrap together to repair that all the way. Or refill it all the way, rather. Honestly, we don't need this. Okay. We're gonna try to take it easy. Yes. We're gonna try to take it easy on the trap module. Try not to use it too much. Infestation type detected 1. Alright, this should be pretty straightforward. Let's go have a look in here. Oh, not very much going on in this room. So unfortunately, we're going to have to use our motion sensor a little bit differently now. Now that we can't gather and do other stuff at the same time. Or now that we can't gather and keep the motion sensor running at the same time. And event. Great. So, little change of plans here. We do this and this. Give that a minute. So I hate vents. I hate them very, very much. We have to be a little bit careful about activating the motion sensor because we're going to have to deactivate it pretty frequently. What with needing the drone to, you know, do the exploration and everything. Well, that looks pretty clear to me. Still, we're going to enter it from this side. Although, honestly, if I lost this drone at this point, I don't know that I would have any recourse at all. Okay. I'm pretty unhappy about that. Oh! Oh good, there's an open door somewhere. Shoot. What is my plan here? There's an open door somewhere. We could try... Okay. I think it's time to try out that fancy new sensor module. So the way this works is that we drop a thing, and it runs sensors constantly in the room, right? Okay, I know I said I was going to try to take it easy on the trap module, but we kind of have to get rid of this thing to move on, so... Alright, let's see. Theoretically, the sensor will turn the room red when the enemy steps in there, at which point we will detonate the trap, and then I don't know what. Hopefully, the enemy will be a robot made of tons and tons of scrap, and the trap will blow him to pieces without destroying any of his useful parts, and we shall reap a fortune. The other possibility that I would describe at this point as extremely viable... Oh, nope, lost video signal. Extremely possible is that nothing will happen. Maybe this isn't how the sensor works. I just kind of assumed that this is what it would do, that it would detect enemies. Maybe it doesn't do that. So... what is my plan then? If it's really not detecting enemies, which seems very possible at this point, then I can't know for a fact that room 4 is safe to enter, like, ever again. So maybe we just have to leave. Station's got a pretty good chance of getting hit with an asteroid, like, in the near future, so... We're gonna give this another minute here, and if I don't get a reading, I don't want to just leave the trap. I would like to go back in there and get the trap in the sensor. But if I can't be sure it's safe, we certainly can't afford to take any more damage or anything. I am pretty bummed. I'm pretty bummed about this. Just setting things up so that I can hit the end command. Yeah, so this, I guess, is not how the sensor works. No, but it's pulsing green. That has to be pulsing and all clear. What else could that possibly mean? Help sensor. Cannot be retrieved once dropped. And yeah, it's scanning the room for threats. Hold on a second. Yeah, so something hostile is in this room, but it never ever goes through the door? We know that there's another door in that room. Well, you know what? Let's just get out of here. This was very disappointing, but there's an asteroid coming. And I am not interested in trying anything risky, given how poorly things have gone. We'll just take our 3 scrap and move on. Yep, and here comes that asteroid. 2 scrap. We'll take our 2 scrap and move on. And the sensor's deteriorating to the point of being potentially broken. Great. Okay, well, we only have 5 fuel. If we go to... I think the play is to go to either the Mitsuki Toyohara or the Sabaeus, perhaps. Because if we find at least 1 propulsion fuel, we'll be able to jump to the other one. I think we want to go to the space station. Oh, wait a second. My objectives are glowing. Hey, you. I don't really know where to begin. We went for review. The interim report was straight and concise. I read and reread it again and again, yet the bastards still cut us out. There is no way we can keep going on what finance is left. So Jones and I, we've moved some of the equipment out to the country, some old warehouse to keep it safe. It'll allow us to still send messages via control. I can monitor from home, check the readings we receive, but to keep doing this, I'm going to have to go up there, set everything up, and connect to the telemetry. It's going to take time, but no one is getting left behind. Huh. When did we get this message? There's some things happening in this game that are very intriguing to me. Alright, like I was saying though. We go to the space station, we hope to find a fuel, because I'd like to go up to this medical class A, whatever. You know what else I would like is if that sensor module worked. Am I going to risk it and just use it when it's got a chance of breaking? It says failure probability 15.59%. I have never had one of these things work very much past its yellowing point. I don't know what to call that. The point at which it becomes yellow. You know, the yellowing point. I kind of want to save the power rerouter because it's awesome, but honestly, when are we ever going to be able to repair it? Let's just play it safe on this thing. Alright. Space station. Class D. Stable. The hull has some integrity. I'm really still hoping for docking records containing records of that ship. We gotta find that guy and tell him the stuff we found out about the whatever. As you can tell, I'm taking lots of notes about the game's plot, paying a lot of attention. Oh, I like that. And no fuel. Alright, well, I like that less. Okay, let's see here. Yep. Well, at least we got 2 scrap already. Wow, this is a very small space station. And we airlock it. I'm going to sit here and stare at the readout for a moment until I feel pretty confident that room 5 is clear. Nothing's moving into room 6, though. Gives me a good feeling. By the way, in case you've forgotten or you didn't know, what the collector does is it grabs stuff that gets airlocked. So I felt fairly comfortable cycling airlock 5, because if there was anything cool in there, ship would have a chance of grabbing it. Okay, I hate that. And that's the all clear. That was not very interesting. I'm flabbergasted, frankly. What a tiny, useless place. But we did get to airlock some kind of jerk. I feel good about that. And we did not use a lot of, what do you call it? We did not use a lot of modules, so not a lot of wear and tear. I guess we're going to do another system. So, auto trade. Wow, the stuff in this sector is super old. Check that out. Is that the case with the other sector, too? Oh, this is the place with all the outposts. Yeah, everything is really old out here. Okay, let me check my objectives. Aside from this this one that's honestly, despite the fact that these messages are completely innocuous, kind of giving me a spooky feeling. Okay, so we do still need to hit Muteki vessels. We do need to scan rooms on a Class A or B space station, so we need the scanning upgrade. We've seen that before. Search military vessels, outpost communications, and yeah, find that thing. So there is a Muteki vessel in this sector, but there's also very little else. What about over here? Barge, salvage, salvage, private. So I mean, any one of these could have, and in fact trading posts could have relevant material too, I guess, on the docking, looking for that doctor. Infestation types 4. Have I even encountered 4 different kinds of enemies before this? There's the ones that jump at you, and there's the robots, and there's the swarmy guys. Alright, well, we're going to the other one, I think. Wait, how do we get out of this area? Is there a Stargate somewhere? Yes, there was. You know, this sector still has some stuff I haven't explored yet. None of it's actually valuable. But there's a Stargate. Oh, this is how we got into this area, though. Huh. Okay, there's a Stargate here that we haven't used. That's a military vessel. Alright, back to Clotilda, I guess. Because these things, Y and P up here are dead ends. So we want to hit the military vessel, and we will have enough gas to jump from here to the Stargate. In fact, we can jump from here to the Stargate. So we'll get a little bit of exploration. This reminds me kind of Renowned Explorers trying to hit as many nodes as possible in each zone. Military A, infestation types 1, stable, good hull integrity. I like all of those things. Yes, got something. Something isn't right. Orkney's disappearance. We're mobilizing against something, but no something has defined what. Speaking to the general yesterday, I could sense fear lurking beneath that stern exterior. I've been given my orders. Fast-track redeployment. You know I can't say where. Supporting evidence of external threat to humanity. Noted. Destination undisclosed. I don't know when I'll be home. Something no more. Say hi to my baby for me. Captain Murphy. Okay. Destination undisclosed. Not a lot of helpful information in that one, but it's something. We continue to limp onward. Wow. This is not a lot of data. Oh, is that a functional drone body? That would be wonderful to have. Okay. Lots of clean reads. Good stuff. That's not what I wanted. E6. What door did I open briefly? Okay. It's not a door that's connected to this room. We'll worry about it later. Damn it, no fuel. Ship upgrade slot that is empty. Come on, clear signal in that room. Nope. But we get clear signals in a couple of other nearby rooms, so let's explore those. No. This one. There we go. And then through door 7 we're also clear. So lots of shipboard, lots of shipboard defense modules. Okay, door 19 is clear. Let's see if we get anything here. There's probably not too many enemies on board because we only got a single infestation type reading, but okay, good to know. Do I want to lock it in there? No, I think I'm going to wait for it to go back through the door. If door 5 were powered, I would lock this thing in that room and check out whatever is through door 5. Hey, could you please maybe go back into the tiny room you came from instead of being free to roam in this much larger room? Don't you love cramped quarters? Let's have a look around here. More guns, man. This ship is loaded for bear, violence-wise. Okay, so I guess this is tough. Let's do this. Try to get a reading on whether the room with the drone in it is clear. It would be nice if it was. Looking pretty good. We could really use another drone. We could really use like 5 more drones. Alright. Okay. Probably need to get out of here within the next 5 minutes or so. Alright. D6, D13. And bring... Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of options for towing, so we have to have our tow and our generator on the same bot. Little unfortunate. don't have a lot of time left, but also there's not actually a lot of rooms left either. We just gotta wait for, gotta wait for this to finish. Alright, we kind of need the power back on, so if you would be so kind. Alright, how am I going to determine if these rooms are safe? Okay, let's try holding open door 10 for a little while. And then we got a safe reading on room 10, right? So I could go back to room 4, do a motion check, and then open door 12. But the thing with these really big, long rooms is that it's very hard to, it's very hard to know whether it's been enough time for a thing to have definitely found its way out. I don't think I've ever checked that room. Okay, so no data. I'm not going to risk it. So yeah, the only thing really left to do is to try to get to room 5. See if room 5 has threats in it. It's kind of a cumbersome process, though. Right, yeah, because we get a real reading. Whatever door you happen to encounter. I feel totally fine sealing off either of those rooms forever. Okay, that door broke. That's not a big deal. We were not going to use that door anyway. I don't know how doors just suddenly stop responding. It does seem strange to me. Maybe the drone, like the way we're generating power, is not necessarily safe, and we're causing some sort of power surge that's damaging circuitry, and that's why the doors are never broken when we get here, but so many of them seem to break while we're operating them. I think that's plausible. I am ready to bail. Should I discover an enemy? I am ready to sound. It makes a lot of scary noises. Right. Never mind. That's installed. It's installed all the way. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. We came out ahead on that. Shield and stun. Well, I'm happy to have a shield module again. I hit enter twice is why that happened. Oh, this is not what I wanted. I wanted this. Stun. Drops proximity stun mine. That's interesting. I'm just happy to have 3 drones. Alright, Noah. Noah has a shield, and as such gets to be the turret bot. Also, Noah is getting healed to 10 health. Actually, maybe Noah needs to take the motion sensor. Oh yeah, he doesn't need the stun mine, that's for sure. What do I want to stun something for? That means I have an empty slot on Kelly. So, do I want to take one of these things? There is some value in having an open slot, but actually I think I'm going to take the pry module. So tow is one of those ones that we can fabricate, right? And it costs 10 to do that. Or 10 to repair this one. But obviously we can... Actually, generator is another one of those ones that we can just build, and so we would never, yeah. So what we're going to do is scrap this, and then scrap this, and just build us a new tow. There we go. Easy. Except it's not equipped. I can't afford to fix the pry module, but I'm going to try not to use it. That's my plan. Alright, we can do one more ship before we call it here. Call it for the day. Oh! Right. We do have to put one scrap of repairs into this robot in order to be able to drive it. It's not great for our combat drone to have 10 health, but he has a shield. Anything here? Nope. Unknown infestation types detected. Could be 100. Well, that's convenient. What do you have on you? Lure and Sonic. Okay. That's fine. We're probably scrapping that Sonic generator at least. Oh, that's right. You have the motion detector now. So we're going to need you in the very near future. Alright, the station doesn't look too huge. Oh, wow. Well, I feel 100% okay doing that. My suspicion is that there will be nothing of value left in the room at this point, but we'll check. You know, I believe in the collector. I choose to trust its efficacy, despite not having any evidence of said efficacy. Right. Putting Noah in a place where he's actually out of the way. That's inconvenient. We know there's something in room 4, so we'll move it out and go check that out. Huh. Okay, so there's an open door in that room. Damn it, we damaged the door. Come on. Okay. At this point, I'm just preemptively airlocking things and trusting the collector will grab scrap. Perhaps I'm too scared. Door beyond the room, or the room beyond the door, rather, is... makes me nervous. Alright, we flushed this room. We don't have any data on rooms beyond, so let's motion sense these. Wow. Another batch of bad reads. So we have no way of making anything in this ship safe enough to explore. We could just take the drone we found and bail out. We haven't spent too many resources yet. We haven't activated the shield or the turret, and so there's no wear and tear on them. Maybe the best thing to do is just to play it really, really cautiously. Here's what we're going to do. I am not going to explore those rooms. I am afraid for the life of my drones. What I am going to do... Can I airlock those? Yep. I'm going to airlock those two rooms for the purpose of flushing any scrap they might hold to the outside. And then we're just going to get the hell out of here. Screw this place. Our collector picked up nothing. Hopefully because there was nothing to pick up. I am not interested in trying to figure this out, or... Yeah, we're just going. We're just leaving. We found 2 scrap. Motion sensor. Looking bad. Found a new drone. Cool stuff, whatever. Did we... Came from somewhere. Okay, this is visited 4. Wait, in both directions? It says known system 6 visited 4 in all of these locations, so it looks like that's not actually any information at all. And I can't go down to the galaxy view on either of them. Sinister? That sounds ominous. So yeah, we have been here. But there's a system here that we did not visit, and it has a Stargate. Oh. Okay. And actually, there's lots of other systems around. Alright, well, this is where we're going to jump in next time. So come back next time when we explore New Constantinople, not New Istanbul. And that's the most clever joke I can come up with right now. We'll see you then.